Brooklyn Independent Television.
The Parkway is clear now, but questions remain after gun violence led to 3 fatalities at the 44th annual parade. City Councilmember Jumaane Williams also made headlines after an incident involving the NYPD following the parade. He shared his story with Brooklyn District Attorney Charles Hynes on Brooklyn Independent Television's Brooklyn Elected Officials. Here's part of that conversation.
This past weekend at the West Indian Day Parade, you had a very unpleasant experience. You want to talk about it?
Sure. Well, I had a great time, except for about 30, 40 minutes I probably could have done without. A very good friend of mine, Kirsten Foy, who works for Bill de Blasio, we just finished actually marching down the parade, having a great time. But we had a few people with us, and we needed to go back to the Brooklyn Museum, where the elected officials, dignitaries, and special guests meet together for a luncheon every year. They have a cordoned-off area along the parade route where they try to prevent the public from going, and basically it's to prevent the public from doubling back once they finish the parade, I guess for crowd disperse. But that same route is used for elected officials and guests to go back. So we got through 2 checkpoints by showing our credentials. When we got to the third one, things went terribly wrong. We showed our credentials again. We refused access. They refused to look at our credentials and really pay attention to us.
And did you say I'm a city councilor?
I did. I actually have my badge, and I said, I'll show you the badge that I pulled out, which is this. It's pretty official looking, and I pulled it out, said, my name is Jumaane Williams, I'm a council member. They said I have to speak to a supervisor. They came back. I don't know if they did, but whoever it was came back and said, we still can't go. There was some white shirts there. I went to talk to the white shirts. That's when I received the first push. I said, please don't push me. I'll call a local chief, which I did. I was actually on the phone with the chief when my arm was twisted to put the handcuffs on me. The arm was grabbed by a white shirt, which was a higher ranking officer, who should have been there to take control of the situation, but actually seemed to exacerbate it. Kirsten showed his ID a number of times. If you see one of the pictures, the officer wouldn't even look at the ID. He's the one that was on the video being thrown to the ground. I had my badge, which I showed. I had my pin on. I had a big blue ribbon that said guest, and I had a armband that had the name of the organization that's given to the special guests.
Were you on the council last year with the West Indian Day Parade?
Yes.
And did you have any similar experience?
Nope.
And they let you right through the frozen zone?
Yeah, absolutely. I try not to use this to talk about the entire NYPD, but there is a culture there that is a problem that needs to be changed. And I've taken this shield out many times, and more often than not, the police are respectful of it. Obviously, we went through 2, which were respectful of it. Something just went terribly wrong here.
Did you speak to the police commissioner?
I have. Several times.
What does he say about that?
He's apologized that it happened to us. He hasn't, apologized in a way that says it's wrongdoing, but he's sorry that it happened to us. And it's under investigation. And I'm not sure what time this is going to be aired, but we're giving him about a week, which is roughly around the 13th or so of September, to really come back with something. And then we're going to respond from there.
Okay.
Become a fan on Facebook. Like Brooklyn Independent Television.